Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Build your army decks, dominate opponents in player versus player action, collect and upgrade cards to fit your strategy, improve their power and unlock unique traits. Choose from all 40k factions, take part in campaigns based on iconic 40k battles, rise to the top of the leaderboard and win glory. Free to download and play. Link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It is 2,000 points, Challenger Scorpion. Mitch Farrington brings his Death Korps of Krieg force along, and they'll be facing against the Tyranids across this snowy urban landscape here. Boxes and barrels, ammunition and crates strewn across the battlefield. A Tyranid infestation must be cleansed, and the forces of the Death Korps of Krieg have been sent in to flush them out. Right, welcome to this 2,000 points Challenger Scorpion game. Astra Militarum, or Death Korps of Krieg versus Tyranids here. So we have played before, a year or two ago, Tyranids, yeah, against Astra Militarum. But new lists, new models for both sides, a fresh challenge here in this fight. So an experimental Tyranid list, it's adapted from the last time I used to have dropped a couple of units that didn't perform too well, and I'm going to try out a different combination here. So the Hive Fleet remains the same, it's the one I can't pronounce, it's Jormungandr. So that means all units here in this list receive the benefit of cover, unless they advance or charge, just to try and add a layer of protection to this army as much as possible. It's a battalion or double battalion detachment and battle forged, so 13 command points in total, and I haven't spent any extra relics. 13 command points here for this Tyranid list. So to make up the two battalions then, 3 units of Gene Stealers, 2 units of 15, 1 unit of 14, the way the points have worked out. The troops for the other battalion is 3 units of 3 Rippers, their troops choices, so that fulfills that, just generating a nice lot of command points here for this Tyranid list. 4 HQs, 2 Neurophropes, this one here is the Warlord. Psychic powers for these is Psychic Scream and the Horror, Catalyst and Paroxysm for this one. A Broodlord is in the list. The Yomgar Factor Relic for him, just gives him a random bonus in close combat. Onslaught is his psychic power. And then Old One Eye will take part in this fight as well. That's the 4th HQ choice. 6 Raveners, all with their Death Spitters, like the Heavy Bolter, range 18 option. 3 Venom Thropes to grant them -1 to the hit rolls. And then majoring on Carnifexes here, so the Tyrannifex that was in the list is gone. And with the points saved from the Gaunt squads being dropped down to smaller Ripper squads, I've gone for an extra 3 Carnifexes here. So these 2 under Strangleform Cannons and Monstrous Scything Talons. This one here with Monstrous Scything, 2 sets of Monstrous Scything Talons, and also Spore Cysts as well to give it -1 to the hit rolls. And then that's 1 brood, a lone Carnifex, and then a larger brood here of 3, all with advanced senses, crushing claws, and heavy venom cannons to provide a bit of firepower support. That's the list here for the Tyranids. A lot of Carnifexes here, that's the theme running with these, and Gene Stealers as well. We'll see if they can break into the Astra Militarum lines. We'll take a look now and see what Mitch Farrington has in his Death Korps of Krieg list. Okay, 2,000 points of Korps of Krieg. Mitch has slightly tweaked his list from the last time he played, so I'll then run through what he has in his list. Just to mention the patrons here at this stage: Marcus Anthony, Paul Cook, and Cauldrus123 for their support at gold level. Check out the end credits for those supporting at silver level as well, and thanks also to those supporting at bronze. Set up a Patreon page to help out a local Wargames club, so any donation you make is greatly appreciated, and they use the funds to create new and exciting terrain projects for our games of 40k.
So this is my 2,000 points of Korps of Krieg. It's a brigade detachment for 12 command points. So for HQs, we've got a Marshal, the Death Corps named character, and a Death Corps Ride Master. For elites, we've got an Astropath, a Commissar on the Death Rider mount, 2 command squads with regimental banners to grant +1 attack in close combat, and a Priest. For troops, there are 5 infantry squads. All 10 men just have las guns, even the sergeant. Then also 2 units of grenadiers, all with hotshot las guns. They're troops as well. We've got a squad of 10 engineers, which are also an elite's choice. All 10 men have the Death Corps shotgun. Fast attack, there is 3 squads of 5 Death Riders, and this squad at the back is a Death Rider command squad to grant outflank. That's an elite's choice. For heavy support, there's 3 Leman Russ battle tanks with a battle cannon and a las cannon in the hull. No heavy stubbers this time, and there are 3 Manticores as well.
Alright, so that's Mitch's lists at ranks of infantry, plenty of heavy firepower, artillery support, and then a unique aspect here, outflanking cavalry available as well. See if they can launch a glorious charge into the Tyranids. That's what Mitch hopes to do. We'll go on to scenario and deployment now for this battle. Alright, so we have a scenario here. It's been randomly determined. Maelstrom of War from Chapter Approved 2018. Decapitation Strike is the name of the mission. It's Dawn of War deployment as well. So Tyranids are at this end, 12 inches in marked by the line of red dice. I'll just go around to the other side to show you the deployment for the Korps of Krieg. This is the deployment that they have looking out in this direction. So objective number 6 is just inside their deployment zone, inside this ruin. Then over on their left-hand flank, this side is objective number 2. Then coming across the Tyranid side, inside the deployment zone is objective number 1. Objective number 3 in the middle. Objective number 5, I think virtually in the centre of the table, just there. Then finally, just outside the Tyranid deployment zone is objective number 4 on this left-hand flank. So a nice spread of objectives across the board. Perhaps Tyranids controlling one objective more at this point than the Astra Militarum. So a slight advantage there, but the game, or the setup here, does look very even here across the board. Special rules then for Decapitation Strike. Slay the Warlord is available, first strike, and then Line Breaker in this mission as well. Players are drawing 3 tactical objectives a turn. You can't hold more than 6. And then the special rule, high value targets. Each time a character is slain, the controlling player must randomly select one of their active tactical objectives and discard it. So there's a disadvantage there. If your characters are slain, you can have active cards removed from play. And if the Warlord is slain, it's D3 random cards removed. It's all about slaying characters, and then that cuts down the tactical opportunities and objectives that can be achieved by each player. But we'll go on to deployment now. It's different for Chapter Approved 2018 missions. Armies deploy in their entirety. So the battle map that we're using here in this game, it's from gamemat.eu. So it rolls out 6x4 in size. The terrain that we're using, some of the piping across here, and these containers here and across the other side. Also some of the yellow containers here, it's from their chem zone terrain set as well. So you can check out gamemat.eu for your supplies of battle mats and scenery from them also. Alright, so deployment complete. We'll cover the Astra Militarum deployment first. Mitch deployed his army entirely, first of all. Controlling this flak nest here, with this squad. This is a squad of
Grenadiers.
Grenadiers. They have the hotshot las guns.
Yeah.
Another squad of hotshot las guns just up here. Then regular infantry squads out the front. Command squads, another HQs in between. The banner is to the priest is just here. Banners 1 and 2. Astropath 1, 2, 3 of the Manticores. 2 Russes here, and then the second or the third Russ is on this left-hand side. This is the squad with the shotguns. There's the army commander just there. Another squad occupying this building up here. And then the cavalry are not outflanking this time. They are on the board, securing the left-hand flank. Oh, the glory if we can see these charge up the table and plunge into the Tyranid advance. Tyranids around here. Unit of Genestealers anchoring the right-hand side. The Warlord. Neurothrope. Raveners I've put on the board. Brood of Carnifex is just here with the Stranglethorn cannons. Then the main bulk of the Tyranid force, the Brood of 3 Carnifexes with the heavy venom cannons. The lone Carnifex just there. The Venom Thropes at the back. Genestealer unit here, and then on the left-hand side. And then the characters, Neurothrope, Old One Eye, and then the Brood Lord as well in amongst the Genestealers there. And we do have reserves, 3 units of Rippers, which may prove tactically useful in this game for deep striking onto tactical objectives. So it's that point in the game. So Mitch chooses whether to go first or second.
I'll go first, please.
He's going to go first, okay, and then we're going to try and seize initiative. Going to use this Dice of Doom here. Here we go. It's a 4, you're safe. All right, so Astra Militarum will get to go first here. I've got a feeling the Tyranids are going to take a battering here, potentially. You'll need to, though. You can't let the Tyranids get close. We'll go on to turn 1. The Korps of Krieg will go first. All right, so movement complete here for the Korps of Krieg, and there's not been much movement at all. This entire line has remained where it is. And in fact, the cavalry have slinked back a few inches here, just where the Genestealers, even this far away, potentially could reach them. But Mitch has pulled them back. So even the cavalry here, holding back, even tucking back a few inches just to stay out of threat range from the Genestealers, who can move 8, potentially advance 6. So they could go 14 inches and then add a charge on top of that. So Mitch would rather charge the Genestealers than be charged. He's just trying to line that up and being cautious enough with the cavalry at this stage. We can let off some firepower of his guns first to try and soften the Tyranids up. Okay, so actually this squad here, just a slight readjustment from that, just occupying the top level. Okay, but movement's now complete. We'll go on to shooting phase. Psychic phase?
No psychic
Nothing
phase,
in
no.
range? Okay, yeah, so straight on to shooting next. All right, so kicking off with Manticores here. I thought he would go after these. Mitch is going to target the Venom Thropes here at the back. 8 shots. 2 dice have been rolled. And it's going to be 5s for hits. Yeah. 1 hit comes through. 2s for a wound. Yep. Okay. AP -2, so no save, but then we're in cover. Need a 6+ to block. Nope. And D3 damage. 2 wounds taken. So 2 wounds taken. Options now.
Next Manticore is going to shoot.
Oh no, next one, 2d6 shots. Just 5 this time. Tempted to go for the command reroll here. Here it comes. Oh, it's 10. The unit's in trouble now. 5s to hit. I knew these would be selected, but we'll just have to hope that at least one model survives. 4s for hits. 5s for hits, sorry, just 1.
Wounds.
The wound comes through. It's going to slay the model unless I roll a 6. Nope, alright, so model destroyed. Okay, that now means that none of the monsters can be protected by the -1 to hit bubble. Alright, so the third Manticore is going to go after the larger blob of Carnifexes here. So this is number of shots, a 1 and a cocked dice. So, Mitch will roll up here. 4. Okay, 5 shots. Needing 4s now, there's no protection for these. 2 hits. 3s to wound this time. Strength 10. Okay.
Commander being near them for old grudges.
No, okay, no wounds coming through. That's the commander who made a move granted to himself across here to help grant the reroll 1s for wounding. Right, rushes to shoot now. It's this one just here. I can see through the building, through the other building, through the window, into the Carnifexes. Just here. It's legal, it's fine, as long as you can draw a line of sight. So this is number of shots?
Yeah, number of shots. 5
shots to the main turret. There's a laser cannon shot to come through as well. 4s for hits. 3 hits. This is pretty good. 3s to wound. Just the 1. Struggling to get the results here. Make a save here of -2, so it will be a 4-up save, which we pass.
Laser cannon. Misses.
Laser cannon misses. Okay, 2 russes left, and a Manticore still. And I was going to say another Manticore, but all 3 Manticores have fired. So 2 russes really is the last of the heavy firepower available here for the guard. Okay, so firstly, Russ can see through to here. There's a gap that can be seen through, and so Mitch is able to shoot. And he's just rolled a double 6 here for the number of shots from the battle cannon. So 12 shots here. It's going to be against this Carnifex just here. That's not too bad at all. A lot of hits coming through.
I think on 4s, right?
Hitting on 4s now, yes, because our venom fruit protection's gone. 3s to wound. 3 have made it through. We'll take saves of 4+, because we count as being cover for our high fleet. We pass none. Oh, D3-9. Carnifex dead. Okay, so that's that Carnifex slain. The laser cannon shot would have gone against him. They're brewed to have to deploy together, but they count as separate models. This one can't be seen by the other Russ, so Mitch is going to select a different target here for the other Russ.
Shoot at is Gene Stealers.
Okay.
So I'll shoot at the furthest unit.
This blob here, and they sort of spread across in this direction. So 2d6 shots, the battle cannon, incredibly good. It is -1 to the hit rolls though for the venom fruits. So it'll be 5s for hits instead of 4s.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That has protected the Gene Stealers to some degree. 2s to wound 3. So we'll take dodge invuln saves here of 5+, and we pass 2. 1 Gene Stealer blasted to pieces.
Laser cannon. Missed.
Not 4.
That's it. I don't have anything else to shoot.
And that's the firepower done. Right, so Mitch's infantry not in range. He deployed slightly back here from 24 inches away. We know that's over 24 inches. None of the infantry can shoot, as Tyranids are yet to move. So initial salvo's been let off here. Tyranids have lost one of the key venom ropes here. So now the monsters, apart from this one, don't have the -1 to hit. 1 Gene Stealer gone, and 1 Carnifex brought down. First blood picked up by the Korps of Krieg. It could have been a lot worse here. Tyranids could have taken heavier casualties, but there it is. That's the situation here. Initial softening up round of firepower coming through. No charges, no Overwatch. The turn is finished. Any cards to trade in? Missions complete. Unless we take it. So that card can be placed.
Sorry, I can't, because it has to be 2 consecutive turns.
Yes. So where is 6?
It's in this building.
It's over there, right. So it's going to be safe. The Tyranids aren't going to reach that objective. So Mitch should be able to pick that up at the end of Tyranid turn 1. Yeah, so Mitch will complete 1 card. He'll keep 1 in play, and he's going to automatically drop, or to choose to drop 1 of the cards from his deck. Okay, so we'll now go on to Tyranid turn 1. Coming up next, the Hive Fleet will now move out towards their hated foe. Alright, so movement complete here for the Tyranids. They're bursting through in this direction. Cards drawn for us here. Mission critical objective is objective number 5, randomly determined. That's this one here, so we should be able to pick up a point for that. No problem at the end of the turn. Blood and guts, destroying units in close combat. No prisoners, destroying units in close combat. So it's definitely cards to save for later on in the game. So pushed through in this direction here. Genius does some good advanced moves rolled for them. 5 inches, 6 inches, so making rapid progress across the board. That's then let the characters push up behind. This Carnifex advanced. These haven't, so they're ready to fire at their regular ballistic skill. Gene Stealers swinging to their left, so heading off in this direction. This Carnifex pushing through, the Warlord here, and the Raveners made an advanced move swinging round in this direction also. That's movement complete. We'll go on to Psychic Phase next. Okay, Psychic Phase is complete here. The Horror went off. That's been cast onto that rust just over there. The cards on top is -1 to the hit rolls. Then Super Smite went through here. Took 5 casualties off of that squad over there. Another Smite from the Broodlord took off another casualty. And then we used a command point to play the ability to manifest another psychic power, so it was Psychic Scream, and it took off a casualty from that squad just over there as they became the closest unit within 18. And then across here, Smite upstairs to there took off a casualty from that squad, and Catalyst went off. We've put it onto the Raveners just here on the right hand side. Psychic Phase done, not too bad at all here for the Tyranids. Good number of Smite casualties coming through. We'll go on to Shooting Phase next for the Tyranids here on turn 1. Right, so start with Shooting Phase. Going to fire these first of all. 4 of them are in range of this unit just here. So 5's to hit because we advanced. Whoa. That doesn't happen very often. And then it's Strength 5, Toughness 4. So 3's to wound. And all of a sudden, 6 saves required here. AP -1. So it's going to be 5 pluses to block these. Yeah, they're going to be... Mitch is just going to roll them here. Okay,
2 die.
5 casualties, or 5 wounds caused. 3 shots from this one into this unit here. Just needing 5s. 1 hit, and the wound comes through. And again, it's AP -1.
1.
Okay, so 1 wound taken on that squad. And then I'm going to fire 3 shots upstairs at this squad here. That's crazy. 2 6s and a 5, and 4, 5, and 6. So AP -1, 4 up, 5 up, because you're... Aha! Now Mitch responds with 2 6s and a 5. Touche. Okay, well, whilst these are alive, I'm going to shoot again. Some models have been removed, not as many shots as last time, but single-minded annihilation. It's 2 command points. So this lone Ravener here is going to shoot upstairs against the Guardsman. Missed. Then he can't shoot. Those 2 are going to go into this squad. So 5s. Done it again. 3's to wound. They've all wounded here on 2 5s, a 4 and a 6. So 4 saves here of 5+. This is unexpected accurate firepower here for the Tyranids. 2 casualties caused here. 2 models removed from place. Has to be the front one, yeah.
And then
another wound and a whole model has to go as well.
Yeah.
So he's gone now over here. Surely not. No, just the 1 hit this time. And the wound does come through. 5+. No, so that does bring that model down. Okay, pretty heavy casualties coming through here from the Raveners. So that's their firepower complete, but it's been pretty impressive. Alright, so next, this Carnifex is going to shoot. So we'll go into this fresh squad of 5 just here. D6 shots. 4 shots, needing 4s. 2 hits come through. Strength 7, 3's to wound. 2 wounds, -1. And it'll be 5 up, no, 2 damage. Right, so it's 2 damage a time, so 2 casualties caused there on that squad. It's not going to affect their morale. They don't take morale tests from casualties caused by shooting, but cavalry taking some hits here from the Tyranids as they cautiously move up. Firepower available here from these Carnifexes. So I'm going to try and knock down that rust over there. It's the one without the card on it. So first one, D3 shots here with the heavy venom cannon. 3 shots. We need 3s. 1 hit. 3s for a wound. No, it is not wounded. The next one, D3 shots, just the one. Hits, wounds, AP -2 here, so 5+. No, 3 damage on the Russ.
Flat 3.
Flat 3, yeah. And then D3 shots with the next one, just the one. Going to command reroll this to see if we can improve that. Yes, 3 shots here, needing 3s. They've all hit. 2 have wounded. And Mitch will make 6 and 3. Another 3 damage makes it through on the Russ. So kind of X's of 5. Not too bad. It's okay. They've half destroyed the Russ over there. Shooting phase finished. On to charges and Overwatch next. Possibly here for the Tyranids. We'll see what they can do. It's at extreme range. It might well be worth trying to make these charges. All right, so charges then. Unbelievable. We rolled a 6 for our advance. We rolled a 6 and a 5 for our charge. These have made it in. Did take 1 casualty on the way in against this squad just here from Overwatch. Didn't roll high enough for this squad here, needing a 10-inch charge, so they haven't made it in. But 1 unit of Genius Stealers surges ahead and makes a turn 1 charge here across the board. We'll get that combat result, but I think it's a foregone conclusion. That guard squad will be mincemeat in a matter of moments. Right, so piling move made. We're going to get 40 attacks in total here. So we'll do the first 20 attacks. This is just going to be regular Rending Claws attacking here, needing 3s. We should wipe out the squad with ease. That's how it should go, but we'll roll up here to see what happens. 3s to wound. So those are auto kills here. 4 of them. And then another 4 saves at -1.
Another 4? You mean all of
Yes. No, not all of those, just those ones. Those are wounded with Rending Claw attacks. So
them? Dead. There's 1 guy left.
okay, put 40 attacks in, or 20 attacks into him. So we'll do the Acid Maw attacks here just to finish him off. And that's going to be those hits, and then it's 4s to kill. So, yeah, he is long gone. All right, so squad wiped out. We'll make a consolidation move. All right, so consolidation move made here, pushing right through onto this objective here. It's not, we're not after that objective, by the way, but it's pretty impressive moving on to this. Tapping into those, tapped into him. Mitch will get to make lots of attacks back. We've tapped into that squad as well to try and disrupt them. Again, Mitch will get to strike with those also. So that's that combat resolve. Let Mitch hit back here with his guardsman squads.
Conquest.
Yes, this is the commander fighting here. They've all hit. Might regret charging into him.
Oof.
Oh no, 2 wounds. Oh, strength 5. Yeah, okay.
5 -4 AP.
5+ in 1 save. 1 Gene Stealer brought down. Okay, one of the regular infantry squads attacking now. 3s to hit in combat for Korps of Krieg. And 5s to wound. Gonna lose some Gene Stealers here. The wounds come through. Yes, 3 more. 5+. No, 3 more Gene Stealers brought down. 31 attacks with the other squad.
Yes, because they're
Priest.
base 1, priest, banner, sergeant gets an extra 1.
Yeah,
31.
31 attacks for a full squad of 10. And 3s to hit as well. Korps of Krieg, bit of a counter-attacking army here. They can strike back in combat better than regular guard regiments. That's the misses. 5s to wound. And there's a load of wounds come through. 5 by the looks of it.
3, 4, 5.
5s to dodge. We dodged 1, but 4 more casualties. Gene Stealers regretting pushing through onto the secondary units here, taking heavy casualties. You're right, 10 casualties taken on the Gene Stealers here in the ruin. There's only 4 of them left, so nasty damage coming through from the counter-attacking Korps of Krieg. They seem determined to keep the Tyranids at bay, and that is the end of the turn. Morale, we're in the hive mind range here, so we can ignore our damage. Mitch, you can ignore. Well, that was damage from smite, actually. There might be issues there for that squad. The damage over here will be ignored for morale purposes because that all came from shooting. So we'll go on to cards being handed in. Mitch is just going to resolve some morale. So we do hold this objective, so we pick that one up for 1 point. That's objective number 5, which was secured. And we'll check these here. I don't think I wiped a unit out. No, I've picked up both of these. We wiped out that regular guardsman squads. All 3 of our first cards have been fulfilled, but it's just 1 point at a time picked up for those. But Tyranids have got cause to rejoice here. They've had a pretty successful turn here at this stage. We'll finish off morale, get that resolved, and then prepare to go on to the second turn. for the Astra Militarum. Yeah, so turn's finished. Morale's sorted out. The unit in the middle, no problem at all. Genius have passed their morale and the cards have been traded in. Blow for blow here from both sides. Tyranids holding their own here at this stage. The rest of the force closing in, reaching the middle part of the table. The game hinges on the cards being drawn. You can see the objectives markers spread all across the board here. So it really is open for anyone at this stage. We'll see how the Astra Militarum respond to this Tyranid assault. Will go on to their turn 2 coming up next. I wonder if the cavalry will move out and make a charge, or whether they'll hold back. We'll watch and see. So we are on turn 2 here for the Astra Militarum. Mitch has 2 cards in play. Defend objective number 6. That's you can hand that in now because that's been completed actually.
It's 2 consecutive turns.
Yeah, your turn, my turn. So you've got it. So defend 6, which was hang on a second. We just need to check this here.
You've got it. I don't have it.
Yeah. So just measuring up here, the Genius Stealers have cleared the troops off of that objective. So Mitch does have an elite's choice in HQ, but that one Genius Stealer there does trump that result. So we've denied that objective. Mitch will keep it in play. He needs to clear the Genius Stealers away this turn, claim the objective, and hold it for a second Tyranid turn in order to pick up the points for that. And new cards being drawn here.
Defend objective 4.
Okay, defend 4.
Supremacy.
There's 4 over here.
Domination.
And supremacy and domination as well. It's all about controlling objectives on the board. We'll let the Astra Militarum make their move as they respond to the Tyranid attack. All right, so Mitch has used 2 command points to dump a card. He's drawn a fresh card, but is it defend or capture? Secure.
Secure objective 5.
It's that objective just there, so a very difficult objective to secure at this stage as well. All right, so movement is now complete. This squad stayed on top of here. This squad rolled 6. They're advanced. They've gone down. This squad's broken off of combat, heading off in this direction. Pulling out of combat here against the last of these geniuses. Just 4 of them to try and remove from play. This squad's, you've played the consolidation objective where, or card where they're able to, they're all joined together. It's now a squad of 14. These have held position. No jury rigging here. You're on your normal ballistic skill anyway with these. This squad's moved down in this direction. And the cavalry, again, refusing to go forwards here. Their horses disturbed by the Tyranid onslaught. Maybe Mitch holding them back for now to sweep round in a counter manoeuvre to grab these objectives later on in the game. So, movement complete. We'll go now on to Psychic Phase next. Okay, Psychic Phase complete. Psychic Maelstrom was manifested. We used a command point to reroll our Deny the Witch, which we passed, so that power's been blocked. On to Shooting Phase now. See what kind of damage the Guard can do with their firepower. You did use jury rigging in the end. Back up to 7 wounds now on that Lehman Ross. Okay, so firepower. It's this squad here. They're armed with the hot shot las guns, going into the Genius Stealers to try and wipe those out here. So a move granted to himself, one of the commanders there.
So I was going to change it. He's going to cast move on him.
Yes.
So that he can still cast 2 orders, which will be on those.
Yes.
He will then spend a stratagem to do a 3rd order on them,
which will be to reroll ones to hit.
Right, okay, here it comes. 18 shots into the geniuses to try and clear them away. Mitch can reroll his ones. It has helped a little bit. Now, this is a Grenadier squad.
Yeah. With
3s to hit, nice. 5s to wound. Should be a few, at least. 4. Which might be enough. Let's reroll some 5+. None. Squad wiped out. Well done. Gene Stealer's gone. Okay, here come the shots against old One Eye now, who's actually the closest model now that the Gene Stealers are gone. This is las gun shots.
Hot shot las gun.
Hot shot las gun shots.
Toughness.
7.
6s.
Triple 6. AP minus.
-2.
-2. Not too bad here. So we'll take a 5-up save. None. 3 wounds taken on old One Eye. Yeah, shots coming against the Gene Stealers here.
3 wounds.
Yeah, 3 wounds coming through. What squad is that? That's the merge squad.
Merge squad, yeah.
Firing through. Okay. All right, so 5 wounds coming through against Gene Stealers. That's the merge squad firing through. Need 5s to hit, but still getting a good number of hits coming through. And we saved none. Here, we don't get cover because we advanced with them. 5 casualties taken. Sure, yeah, the Venomthropes here. Manticore, the closest one in the middle is going to fire now. 8 shots it gets, needing 5s.
8. Whilst he's there, he'll fire his heavy bolter at the Gene Stealer.
At the Gene Stealers, fine, yeah, okay. So 5s for hits here.
4 hits, that's not bad. 2s.
2s to wound.
4 wounds.
We wounded, okay. -2, so 6s to try and block. No, so D3 on the first one. You may well be able to wipe out the squad here.
Oh.
Yeah, and then D3 on the next, or you can go for command reroll.
3 wounds each.
Yeah, 3 wounds each, yeah, so...
If you want a 2 in the next one, you still got 2 left to roll.
Yeah, you may not need a command reroll at this stage.
Yeah, okay. So
D3 on the next one.
Yeah, see,
That's gone. 2D3 on the next one.
2d3 on him flat, yeah?
Yeah, got
There
him.
you go.
Okay, squad wiped out and destroyed.
No more -1.
Now, yeah, the -1s are all gone now. The Venomthropes are no more. Heavy bolter, now needing 4s. 666. Ah, now the guard can see their target once the mist is cleared. 2 wounds come through. Try and dodge those. We dodged, though, with the Gene Stealers. 2 invuln saves passed. Regular las guns here will fire into the Gene Stealers, need 4s.
And the sergeant with his high ballistic skill. 2 hits.
5s. 3 wounds. Save 2. Another Gene Stealer gun. It's grinding them down, though. Casualties coming in.
One squad.
Okay, command squad's going to fire now. Mitch going after the Gene Stealers here.
These are
Trying to...
veterans, they hit on 3s.
Now the better ballistic skill's starting to find the hits. 2 wounds come through. And we dodge both again on 6 and 5.
Skill. 2 hits.
So what's the sergeant firing? Auto gun?
Auto gun as well, he just gets better ballistic skill.
Right, okay.
She
Okay.
misses. Okay.
That's the sergeant firing. It's this squad here upstairs firing down onto the Gene Stealers. And
1, 2,
looking for
3,
hits.
4, 5. 1 wound.
1 wound. 5 up to dodge that. Almost. Another Gene Stealer gone. Okay, the battle tank, the one with 7 wounds, the one with Horrify?
1 with horrify.
Horrify, okay. It's going to need 5s to hit here with the battle cannon.
26 shots, 10. Thanks. So
Okay.
5s. See. 2s.
2s to wound. 5+ invuln save. No, 3 more. And a las cannon. Mitch is going to put it into that squad. Does get the hit. Does get the wound. We dodge that one there with the invuln save. Okay, but 3 more casualties taken. All right, so Manticore number 2. It's the one in the middle over there. Is firing at the Gene Stealers. Mitch wants to flush them out. Looking for 4s for hits. 2s for wounds. This could be it here.
4 wounds.
Is your leader grant a reroll 1?
No.
Okay. Dodge 3. God, okay, it's another load of invuln saves made
2
here.
hits. 2 wounds.
So it's 11 casualties on these now. 2 more invuln saves to make. From heavy bolters, no. Okay. Gene Stealers almost wiped out here. 13 out of 15 casualties taken. Okay, all right. So the Liam Rush is going to fire 1 shot with a las cannon here, and the battle cannon is going to try and take out the Gene Stealers to remove that screen.
2 hits.
2s to wound. This could be enough. The wounds come through. Can we dodge on a 5+? This is a very crucial role here to try and block the Manticore. No. Command reroll to spoil your day. Oh, no.
It was a 5 for a second.
Okay, Gene Stealer's gone. That clears the way to get to the Brood Lord. for one of the Manticores.
The las cannon misses.
So the last cannon's just missed. Okay, so Manticore next. Yeah, Heavy Bolter as well. So Heavy Bolter, Manticore rounds going into the Broodlord here. Yeah, Tyranids taking a battering here. Gene Stealer, dead part, piling up.
Only 2 hits. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. This is from the
Manticore here.
Okay, we can dodge here with our Invuln save, which we pass on a 6 and a 5 again. Heavy Bolter, hit comes through, no wound. Unbelievable. Okay.
For us, then.
Yeah, so Mitch was saying he's going to fire the third rust. I wondering where the third rust has come from, but it's tucked around the corner there, so it can see the Broodlord here. 5 shots is rolled up for here. This is the main battle cannon. There's a las cannon to follow as well, so this Broodlord is still in trouble. 3's to wound.
3 wounds.
This could be enough to kill me here, unless we dodge. We do twice, D3 damage. Just the 1 wound comes through against the Broodlord. Unbelievable. Las cannon shot to finish him off. Misses the target. Come on, reroll. Gets the hit. Gets the wound. Need to dodge this. Come on. Dice a 6! Mitch gives up here. Ridiculous dice rolling here. Loads of dodging taking place, but still the volume of fire has stripped this screen away. Tyranids still have unit geniuses, but they're over here, quite far away from the action. Yeah, Mitch just saying it's taken a tremendous amount of firepower to get rid of that Gene Stealer unit, but that's a big unit that's gone. A big threat has been removed from play, and Tyranids looking at a fair bit thinner on the ground. End of shooting phase. Any charges in Overwatch to take place? I don't think so, no. So we'll end the turn here. Any cards to trade in? There's no morale here for the Tyranids at all.
Right, defend objective 6.
That's been picked up. No, so this is, you're holding it now, you then need to hold it for my turn as well to keep that one. So that one's currently still in play. And
objective 4, just over there, so I didn't do that.
That's that one there, okay. So Mitch can keep up to 6 cards in place. He can keep all those cards running, doesn't have to discard any.
I didn't score any.
None, alright, okay. So at this point we'll hand over to the Tyranids, who have so far picked up more points at this stage. We're going to draw 3 fresh cards. Despite the casualties coming in, we're going to keep going. The game revolves around points being picked up here. We'll see if the Tyranids can add some more points to their tally and try and cause as much damage to the guard as they can. The Hive Mind continues on. Turn 2 for them next. Right, so we're on turn 2 for the Tyranids. Casualties have been heavy, but the game's not over yet. You can see some advancing towards the enemy taking place. Cards drawn. Defend objective number 2. Difficult one. It's that objective over there that's in no man's land between the Tyranids and the cavalry. Area denial, yes, that's the centre of the table. And then defend objective number 5 is that objective in the centre of the board as well. So some tasty points can be picked up here by the Tyranids for controlling the centre of the board. Movement then, Gene Stealers have made an advance move, headed off in this direction. Raveners getting in range of their weapons, but not too close to the cavalry. Carnifex moving up. Neurothrope moving up as well. 7 inches moved with these Carnifexes ready to fire, and a possible 10-inch charge into that infantry over there. Neurothropes moved up. An advanced move made by both the Carnifex and the Broodlord. Auto restored a wound, and then D3 wounds restored as well with a 2-point stratagem to restore all of the wounds back onto old One Eye as he swings around on the Tyranid left-hand flank. We've kept the Rippers off for now. May use them later on turn 3. That is movement complete here for the Tyranids. We'll go on to their Psychic phase next. Okay, so Psychic phase complete. The Horror was cast onto the central Lehman Russ. Onslaught went off. Mitch tried to block it as our last power. We've cast it from the Broodlord onto this Carnifex. Advanced, but it will be allowed to shoot, or it will be allowed to charge here this turn. Catalyst went off. It's been cast here onto those. Smite failed, but that Catalyst gives a 5+ ignore damage on that last Gene Stealer squad. Psychic phase complete. Shooting phase next. Need a pretty good turn here from the Tyranids if possible. Alright, so we'll start with firing down here. See if these can repeat the success from last time. So we're going to put 2 into this squad, 2 into them, and 2 into them. So the first one, firing here. Need 4s this time. And need 3s to wound. Yeah, 2 wounds come through, -1. So 2 saves of
5 up.
5 plus. No, alright, so 1 horseman gone. Into the next squad along, needing 4s. And then needing 3s, so just 1. 5 up. No, so that model can go, it already has a wound. Okay, and then into the next squad along. 3 hits, 3s to wound. Yeah, 3 saves at -1. Saved 2 this time. Alright, so just 1 wound caused. Alright, so we're going to fire again for 2 command points. So 3 of them this time going into this squad of 2. So 4s for hits needed, not so good, just the 3. 3s to wound. Just the 1 makes it through, so not very good at all. And Mitch saves that one. And then 9 shots into the next squad. Not so good here at all. Just the 1 wound. Surely not another save. No, 1 wound taken. It's another cavalryman brought down. But that was a waste of 2 command points they used up. Tyranids just have 2 left. Right, so we'll fire this Carnifex now. It's going to put its shots into the command squad at the back. D6 shots. 5 shots. Needing 4s. 3 make it through. 3s to wound. Yep, AP -1. Sorry. No, and it's 2 damage a time. So 3 removed from that command squad. Cavalry being picked on here. Right, so it's a bit of a tactical standoff between these two sides. Tyranids too afraid, not afraid, but holding back, not wanting to be charged by the shock lancers that they are armed with. On the other hand, trying to hold back here, don't want to get sucked into combat and destroyed by close combat from the Tyranids. But the cavalry holding off, it's costing them here because they are being harassed by Tyranid firepower. That's the mini fight that's taking place on that flank. We'll now divert our attention to the centre of the battlefield. Some Carnifexes are available to shoot. Yeah, so we're going to 1 at a time into the damage rush just over there. 7 wounds on it at the moment. So D3 with the first Carnifex. 3s to hit. 2 hits come through. 3s to wound at strength 9. 2 wounds come through. -2 to the saves. 5 and 6 in defiance here. Well, good dice rolling to protect that damage. There would have been 6 damage coming through. D3 of the next one. 2 shots needing 3s. 1 makes it through. And no wound. I got hardly any command points left. I'm going to leave it. The next one, just the 1 shot. I think the tanks escaped here. We do get the hit. We do get the wound. Another 5 plus. No, 3 damage taken down to 4 wounds left on that Russ. Maybe a command reroll. Mitch has 9 command points left. Here it comes. No. All right. Okay, and that is shooting phase complete here for the Tyranids. We'll go on to assaults now. There's plenty of possible charges that can take place. We'll some charges and Overwatch next. Chance for the Tyranids to try and get in amongst the guard if they can. Alright, charges have been impressive. One's not gone through here, but Gene Stealers did make it in. No damage from Overwatch. They've swung around in this direction. They have declared against the command squad just here as well. Then, once they were pinned in, and in 10-inch charges, actually managed to get 2 of these Carnifexes to slam into the guardsman squad just here. A blunder with this one. I declared against this squad and here, thinking I'd easily make it in. Rolled too low. Should have declared into them as well to enable me to get that minimal charge in, but this one has not charged and has taken a wound on Overwatch. With a command reroll though, we charged in here and swung around just against the Psyker, and as we swing around and pile, we might be able to tap out 2 of these tanks. And across here, one I did take 3 wounds from Overwatch, but has made it into contact against both of those squads. So Tyranid monsters slamming into the Astra Militarum lines here. Is it enough to cause damage and disruption to try and prevent more damage from coming through against the Tyranids next turn? We'll see. We'll pick a combat, work through these one by one. So we picked the Broodlord first. So he's swung around here, making a pile in moves, ended up close to the Psyker, and at the same time he's tapped out these 2 Manticores here. 6 attacks with the Yarmgal factor, however it's pronounced. He's got +1 strength, randomly determined. They've all hit. All the attacks going into the Psyker here. Mitch is about to remove him from play. That's 6 damage, plus a load of D3s. The Psyker is gone. Alright, so across here, Genesis have piled in. We've done living battering ram results as well. 3 mortal wounds here. A mortal wound caused on this squad just here, also from Old One-Eye. So not as many attacks here. So 3 we're getting here, and 2 we're getting against this squad. Start with Acid Moors. There's 1 in here, needing 3s, because the Broodlord's some distance away. 3s to wound, 1 save, no save at all, it's AP -3 against them, just 1, yeah. And then 4 attacks down here with a more, need 3s again, just 1 again, just slain straight away. Then rending claws into the squad from 2, needing 3s, and then 3s again. 2 at AP -1.
Which unit?
That's into that squad just there. AP -1, so you do get some kind of save here with those. Just didn't get any rends. And no, okay, so 2 more gone. And then the last attacks here. 4 attacks into this squad here. 3s, followed by 3s. 1 more save at AP -1 on the command squad just here. But we're not wiping squads out here, just causing some casualties, but a lot of the Genius Stealers not able to fight, they're too far away. Okay, so consolidation moves made here, wrapping around in this direction, pushing through here, and then crucially 3 inches means we tap out this tank just here. So active tanks for next turn is these two. The 2 Manticores just here and this Russ have been disrupted here in combat. Right, so we're going to attack with these here. Put 1 model back on because the Living Battery is just 1 mortal wound, not D3. Okay, so 4 attacks with this one. I'm not going to break through here, there's plenty of men left, just 1 hit. It's -1 with the Crushing Claws, then +1 on the charge, and 2. So 1 slain model just here, and then forced to hit with the next one. 3 hits, and 2 more slain models there from that squad, and that's it. Okay, so a slight consolidation move made here, and that's the Tyranids finished there. The last of their charges to fight is Old One Eye. He'll make a pile-in move and attack in this direction. So Old One Eye is going to attack here. We're going to use the Cyber Talons, so it's going to be 3s to hit rerolling 1s with 5 attacks, and then +1 to the hit rolls on the charge, and then +1 for Carnifexes, which he is. So he benefits from his own bubble. So roll up for our attacks. We'll reroll this one, and that generates an extra 3 attacks here. Needing 2s, and it's rerollable just there, and then 2s for kills here at strength 7. We'll mix that 1, AP -3, so 7 casualties on that squad. Right, so Mitch is going to attack back here. He's removed casualties from there, which means they're now out of the combat. Mitch wants to preserve that squad with their firepower, but these will fight on against Old One Eye. So this is attacks coming in from the Manticores actually fighting away here.
Wounds. Oh, no, strength 6.
Toughness
Nothing.
5, yeah.
Oh, it does, okay.
Okay, so make a save. No, wound taken.
This squad here, yeah?
Yeah.
21 attacks because the priest is there.
Okay, yes, the priest nearby granting the extra attacks. So 4s, 3s for hits here, yeah, for Korps of Krieg, and then it'll be 6s for wounds here, toughness 7. There's 2, 3 up saves. Passed on a 6 and a 5, okay. And then the guard squad across here, the Lean Rust to fight as well against the Genius Stealers and the command squad. Yeah, just while Mitch is rolling up, a character was slain. It was the Astra. He's gone, and Mitch rolled randomised here. Witch Hunter was removed from play. Whenever a character dies, a random card that's in play is removed from the active cards. This is wounds on the Genius Stealers. This is the infantry squad fighting against them. We've lost 3 here from them, so we'll remove those from play. Alright, so combat's resolved. 4 casualties in total. Another wound come through against the Genius Stealers. That was from the tank, and that is combat's resolved. So we'll work out some morale here now across the board. There's possibly some rolls to make here, and we'll calculate to see if any victory points have been picked up by the Tyranids as they try and burst through the centre of the board here against the Korps of Krieg. Yeah, so morale, everyone passed apart from this squad here, so they did melt away in the end, so they're gone. In the middle here, for points being picked up, defend 5, so we've got to hold this for a turn. Then area denial was achieved as well, but not the D3 result, because Mitch does have a couple of models within range 12, so just the 1 point picked up for that. And we'll continue to keep defend 2 in play and draw 3 cards next turn. So that's traded in. Mitch has just traded in a card and picked up 2 points for defend objective number 6. Did hold it for our turn with the Carnifex failing its charge just there. Turn finished. A bit of a bounce back here from the Tyranids. Some surprise results in them making into combat. They're now right in the heart of this Astra Militarum force. Various units being disrupted. The battle's not over yet here. It's precarious at this point for both sides. We'll go on to turn 3 for the Astra Militarum as they fight desperately to keep the Tyranids away from their lines. Right, so on turn 3 here for the Astra Militarum. Cards drawn. So Kingslayer was picked up. The card before that was Death from Afar. It was destroy units in my deployment zone. There's nothing there. So Mitch paid 2 command points to drop that and then take this one to Kingslayer. Defend objective number 4, which is... Where is number 4? It's over there. Right, so defend that objective over there. Supremacy, that's controlling any 3 objectives. Secure objective number 5, that's the objective that the Tyranids are trying to defend. Blood and Guts is destroying units in close combat. And then Overkill, a vehicle from your army destroyed an enemy unit this turn. Astra Militarum, Titanic vehicle. It doesn't have any Titanic, okay, but it's vehicles needing to destroy units. So a good spread of cards in play here for the Astra Militarum, so some chances for them to pick up points. Catalyst was in play for the Tyranids. I rolled up for the dead Gene Stealers, but they all died anyway, so that power didn't help out during the fight phase. Let Mitch make his moves here as he tries to counter the Tyranid attack. Okay, so movement complete here. Some elements of the cavalry have pushed out here, ready to charge across here. Others have moved through to support an attack against the Gene Stealers here. So this squad with their firepower. Now these are the ones with the 2 damage shotguns here pushing through. So all is not lost here yet for the Astra Militarum. Backing out of combat, enabling units to shoot at the Carnifexes and the Gene Stealers just here. Liam, Russ, has this Russ moved at all?
No.
He sat still. This is the one that everyone forgets about. There's a Russ just here that's available to shoot with no damage. This one's pulled out of combat, can't shoot. These 2 have sat here ready to shoot here. These 2 have pulled out and headed off 12 inches in this direction, leaving the Broodlord stranded just there. And then Mitch has elected to stay in combat against Old One Eye. That is movement done. No psychic phase, the psych is dead. We'll go now on to shooting phase next.
3s, rerolling 1s.
20 shots into this Carnifex here. Okay. This is the shotguns here. So 3s to hit. It's a Grenadier squad. Engineer squad. They're still 3s to hit with their firepower.
2s to wound.
2s to wound, even against a monster. 2s to wound.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's loads. So on 3s to save here. Not 2s because we charged.
Wow.
1. That's unbelievable result. That's 2 damage though. Okay, so down to 7 wounds left, but that's a freak result there. Alright, Grenadier stratagem being used from 6 men here, throwing crack grenades into this Carnifex. It's going to try and bring it down. It's got 7 wounds left. Crack grenades might be able to crack it open here. Right, okay, better ballistic skill for the sergeants here. Oh, from the merged squad, you've got 2 sergeants in the 1 squad. Gotcha, 2 wounds come through. So we'll try and make saves of 4+. No, there it is, 2d3. It'll not destroy the Carnifex, but it will cause some damage for sure. 4 wounds, good. 5, no, in total. So 2 wounds left on him. And now officially this Carnifex is in trouble. Commander's just thrown a crack grenade. No, strength 6, toughness 7. A little bit of firepower, las pistol and a grenade being thrown against the Carnifex again.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And who did that come from?
The riders.
Oh, the rider's firing here. Fine, okay.
Without mercy on them, to fire into him.
Okay, hot shot las guns from the unit on top of the container there. And the Grenadiers are going to hit on 3s. No, they hit on 4s because that Carnifex there is -1 to the hit rolls for Spore Cysts.
Not that one.
4s will be hits. It'll be 6s for wounds, and then it'll be AP -2 when they come through. A wound, and we can try and save it, which we don't. Okay, so wound cause down to 6 wounds here. Tyranids have done well. They've moved across the board swiftly and made contact, but are they beginning to tire here as their resources are stretched and Astra Militarum start to pile on the damage?
What's his toughness?
Toughness 7 on him.
7. Nothing then.
Okay, so just a few other shots coming through. Mitch just rolling up.
Las guns from the remaining.
So that was a crack grenade being thrown just there. Now las gun shots need
on the
4s.
G-Stealers.
On the G-Stealers need 3s. And the wound does come through. We'll try and dodge that on a 5+. No, so Gene Stealer's slain. Catalyst, 5+ to ignore. No. Okay. So there's shots coming from this squad up here, firing down at the Gene Stealers. We're going to try and put some shots into them. 5s to wound. Yeah, it's not too bad yet. 5, so we block 1, but 3 Gene Stealers slain. Right, so this Liam Rush, the one with the horror, is going to fire through hit. So 1 las cannon shot against him to pick off the last 2 wounds, and then the main battle cannon.
I'm going to...
Oh, come on, reroll. Mitch has 3 command points left here at this stage. Does he go for the las cannon hit? So it's powerful enough to bring that Carnifex down for a command point. It does need 5 for a hit.
No, I'm not going to do it.
It's going to leave it, okay. And then the main battle cannon is going into this Carnifex just here. So 2d6 shots, 9 shots. That's a good result. Needed 5s for hits though. 2 6s, and then 1 wound comes through. -2, so we'll take a 5-up save. No, D3 damage. This Carnifex now will take some damage, and 2 wounds taken. Down to 6. All the Carnifexes here, all 3 of these now damaged here at this point. Right, Manticore, heavy bolter across here, and then the main rockets into this Carnifex just here. 4 shots.
Now do I spend my command point?
Yeah, possibly reroll of that 1. Okay, here it comes. Here's the reroll. 6. Okay, that's good.
9, 1, 2, 3, 4.
It'll be 4s for hits here. There's no modifiers here. Okay, 3s to wound. 3 wounds come through. It's a good result. And we'll be looking for 5s to block here. No. 3d3. Maybe. Come on, reroll. Do we? Yeah, we'll go for it. 5+. No. 3d3 damage. You've surely got him. And he's gone. Carnifex destroyed. Good result. Mitch will be glad to see the back of that monster he's removed. Okay, so the rush that's tucked around the corner there, it's going to fire through against this Carnifex. It's -1 to the hit rolls. 2d6 shots with the battle cannon, just 4. And it's going to be 5s for hits. 2 hits though. 3s to wound. Yes. 5s to block. Blocked 1. D3 damage. Just the 1 wound caused. Down to 5 now on this one. The las cannon has just missed. Oh, painful here, not removing Tyranids from play, but it's heavy casualties on both sides in this fight. Any other shooting? Just looking around.
Can't shoot. Can't shoot.
Yeah, number of tanks have been tapped out, so firepower has been reduced.
Fired. No fired.
Yeah,
That's fine.
not sure if the Tyranids can keep up the tapping out here. They managed to do that a number of times
That'll be me for this
on their
turn.
previous turn, but we'll see if they can do it on their subsequent turns. Mitch has finished with his shooting, so charges and Overwatch next. Alright, so charges taking place. These 2 lone models from the units here failed to make their charges, took 1 wound from Overwatch. The commander charged next, took 2 wounds from Overwatch but made it in, and then a 9-inch charge made by this unit too. So the Ravenous have finally been contacted here by the cavalry. Across here, Gene Stealers have been assaulted, the commander's gone in, and the engineer squad's gone in. This cavalry unit's gone into the Carnifex to try and strip off the last 2 wounds from that. It's ongoing melee across here, and then the Broodlord's been contacted by the command squad, the commander, and the priest as well. So Guard fighting back here with their counterattack. Okay, Mitch is going to charge this unit here as well. And a 9, they are in as well. Alright, so here we go. Pick a combat, any combat, because we have only 1 command point left, so we cannot interrupt play. So, okay.
Going to strike him with his...
Should be able to bring him down. Should be able to. So the Sword of Conquest being used here.
3 hits. Toughness 5.
Yes.
Strength 5.
Forced to win. 2 wounds.
-4 AP.
We'll take 5+ invuln saves here. We passed 1, so 1 wound
damage.
taken.
3 wounds.
He's dead. That was quick. That's the end of him. Right, so that model can make a consolidation move if he wants to go closer towards the Tyranids. And that's that combat result. That was swift and deadly.
We'll strike
Into that, yeah, it'd be fascinating to see how well these Death Riders do. One of them's a sergeant.
Yeah.
So 5 attacks, needing 3s. Gets the 4 hits. Well done.
5.
Strength 5. 5s for wounds.
1 wound.
1 wound comes through. AP -2. 5+ save. No. The damage is... Mitch has rolled. It's a 1. I've just used a command reroll here to try and block that. I've failed. My command points are gone. Does Mitch spend his last command point to try and score a 3 or more on a dice to remove? Mitch is looking for the golden dice of destiny. It's gone. It's been missing for quite a while. He's found it. He's found it. The golden dice. Just to take that. Oh, he's rolled that 6. It's got the result he needs. Oh, well done. It was worth searching for that dice there. Carnifex gone, and now the Tyranids are looking thin on the ground. That is a game changer here. Good result from the cavalry. Finally, they make their charge and have ridden over one of the Carnifexes. Right, now he's going to smash into the Geniuses. It'd be great to remove a load of those from play, and that should cleanse this area of Tyranids apart from just that one Carnifex there. Yeah, hold it right there. We'll do Savage Claw attacks here just to see if the horses could kick the Carnifex to death. The first time ever on the channel. Horses fighting 1 wound.
1 wound. If you fail it, I don't need to command point.
3+. Oh, come on. So I'll get my command point back as well. Mitch gets his. The Carnifex is still dead, but well done to the horse. It spins around and bucks the Carnifex in the face and kills it off. James is watching here, as you can hear. It's rejoicing as the Astra Militarum.
Praise the Emperor! Praise the horses!
Oh dear. James always rejoicing when he sees a fellow Imperial commander doing well on the battlefield. This is a resurge here from the Guard at this point in the game.
Engineers on the gene stick.
On the Geniuses, okay. 3s to hit here. Tons of hits coming through. Just need the wounds to come through here on 5+. Got to fin the Geniuses are going to be wiped out here. Tyranids, we thought we were doing well. There's loads. Yeah, I can see them.
4.
And those 7 saves, need 5, save 2, but 5 Gene Stealers gone. Commander's going to fight next. There's only 2 Gene Stealers left. See if the commander can bring him down. Gets the 3 hits. The Guard sense the Tyranids could be cleansed. 2 6s and a 5. We don't dodge. Carnifex is gone. Throne of Terror. The Gene Stealers have been removed from play. So Mitch has gone from despair to praising the Emperor here. It looks like the Tyranids are broken in the centre of the board. What a turnaround here. The situation has been salvaged. It's the cavalry bursting through and the engineers saving the day. Cavalry bursting on the Tyranid right-hand flank, up and over the pipeline here, and in they go. 3 hits. This is from the commander. He has the lance. 3s to wound. 2 wounds come through. There's no saves here, so you're straight through. My armour's 5+. D3 and D3.
Oh.
There's a total of 3 wounds. So 1 Ravener can be removed from play. That's fine. So I'll take this one at the end, and Mitch can consolidate round. Now the other 2, including the sergeants, it's going to be 5 attacks needing 3s. Okay, and then 3s. 2 do make it through. So 1 at a time. D3. Got him! Oh, and D3 again. 2 wounds on that one. Hold it right there. 6 attacks from horses here. Kicking away at the... This is
4.
Strength 4. Just 2 wounds come through, and we do get saves here from the horse's hooves. We save 1, but wind taken, which is enough to bring another one of these models down. 8 attacks back with these 2 onto that squad, needing 3s. Tyranids trying to attack back. You can tell by the dice here, they're just, their heart's not in the fight here. 2 wounds. One of them's a rend, that's an immediate wound, and then a save here of 4+, 5+. No, against the squad.
Okay.
Just here.
So the squad just takes a wound?
Yes,
And
automatically, and 1
2 armor
save.
saves?
No, just 1 save of -1. Passed. All right, so just a wound taken on that squad. That means the model stays alive. And then 4 attacks into the commander to try and get him. He's been struck here. And he's been rended once and wounded twice. So...
Invuln?
Right, okay. Yeah, refractor field. Yeah, so 5+. No, and 2 saves at -1.
5.
2 more wounds taken in total. That
Strength.
could be the end of him. We'll check. There might be... I think I'm strength 5. We'll just check.
No.
2 feel no pains because he took 2 wounds.
So he could live.
No. Okay, so 4 wounds taken in total now on him. Right, so the last command point is going to be used to try and preserve him. The golden dice has been picked up again. Can it come to the rescue? No, not this time. Okay, so commander's gone. The cavalry will fight on alone. So the situation is a squad just here, 2 men and 2 horses, and then 1-man squads just there. So at the other end of the table, Old One Eye are fighting away. 11 attacks with these guardsmen. The priest is not near them now, so it's going to be just a straight 11 attacks. 3s for hits in combat, and then 6s for wounds. Old One Eye will be safe here. 1 wound comes through. But he takes a wound again, down to 5. Okay, so we'll strike back with him. 5 attacks. We're on +1 to the hit rolls. We'll use the Scything Talons here, so reroll this one. That actually generates another 3 attacks. At 2s to hit. 2s to kill. So 6 slain guardsmen from that squad. All right, and that's the combats resolved here across the board. So a bit of morale here, and see if any cards can be traded in for Mitch. All right, so cards being traded in, yes, because Mitch with Blood and Guts destroyed 3 units, the Carnifex, Chain Stealers, and Broodlord. So D3 victory points Mitch can pick up for that. That'll help him catch up here with the Tyranid.
Also scored
total.
Overkill, kill something with a vehicle.
Yes.
Killed the middle Carnifex.
Carnifex just there. Okay, so another point picked up for that. Do you want to roll your D3 for your
I will just do it now.
result here? Yes, it's done when the card's traded in.
1.
It's a 1. Okay, 1 point picked up. Yes, that's helped the guard. They've on the board here, models wise, they have caught up and driven the Tyranids back, and then points starting to flow in for them as well. It's looking a lot better for the guard. This game has swung backwards and forwards. Tyranids, we thought we were in there and had the fight, but no, the guard have withstood the attack bravely and have destroyed many Tyranid units here on this turn. Bit of morale to result. That's auto pass for these because of Synapse. And these guardsmen here need to do a test for them. Mitch has just rolled a 1, so they'll fight on. Happy enough to bog Old One Eye down in close combat. End of turn. We will now go on to turn 3 for the Tyranids. A bit precarious for them now. They're running low on resources. The Rippers will turn up. 3 squads to descend on the battlefield. Some fresh cards to draw. So the battle's not over, but Tyranids are at a dangerous point here in the game. They're running out of steam. We'll go on to turn 3 for them next. All right, movement for the Tyranids. Actually, we'll cover the cards for them first of all. So, Assassinate's been picked up here, trying to destroy characters. And the incentive for that is that each time a character is slain, it can remove objective cards from play. Dominate, so I need to pick up Manifest 3 Psychic Powers and Secure Objective number 2, which is this objective over here. So all the cards are quite doable here. Carnifex is moved through, just a regular move. Roll a 6 for this move here with the Zoanthropes that's pushed through, or the Neurothrope. Maintaining close combat against this squad of cavalry. 7-inch move made by the Carnifex. Rippers have arrived. This squad's just tucked in here, hidden away, ready to move out, potentially onto objectives. This Neurothrope rolled a 6 as well for his advance. He's pushed through to his left. Old One Eye remains in close combat. And then the Carnifex here pushing through against the infantry, and then 2 squads of Rippers have turned up right on this flank. Going to try and disrupt these Manticores here if possible. Movement done. Psychic phase next. Okay, Psychic phase is complete. Interesting results here. Smite came through with a command reroll, and then Psychic Scream has actually cleared those models away, so he's free to try and charge, but it'll be some distance, 9 or 10 inches perhaps across there. And then Catalyst played on this Carnifex, which hasn't taken any damage yet, and also Smite wiped out the cavalry just here. So actually a pretty good psychic phase here from the Tyranids. That's complete. We'll go now onto their shooting phase next. So we're going to fire into the damaged Russ here. 5 wounds to try and get through. D3 shots. 3 shots, needing 3s. They've all hit. 2 5s and a 6. 3s to wound. They've all wounded on a 4, 5 and 6. Saves of 5+. Mitch must pass 2. And he's rolled 2 6s. Well done. Down to 2 wounds left, yeah.
2 wounds?
Yeah, 3 damage. That's actually shooting phase done. There's nothing else that can fire. These are currently locked in combat, and that's it. So charges now. Loads of charges across the board to be attempted by the Tyranids. This is their last gasp here for their attack to try and cause trouble, and then it's a game of attrition where the Tyranids will try and pick up as many points as they can as the Astra try and sweep across the battlefield. But we'll press on here. Charges and Overwatch next for the Tyranids here on turn 3. Alright, so continuing melee here. We tried to charge, didn't take any damage in Overwatch, but failed. That was an 8-inch charge. This one succeeded, rolled an 11, so swung all the way around here against the cavalry. Did declare against these, but elected to go in against the cavalry in the end. Swung around here with the Carnifex, came around in this direction, rolled high with that. We've since done the parley move. It's tucked in down there. We'll tap this one out. 2 chances at tapping out the Manticores in this corner, but failed with the... let's call them scarabs almost. They are Rippers there, and then attempted charge here failed with Old One Eye also. So a chance to disrupt these Manticores, but we haven't. I reckon the Tyranids will be punished for that. We had our chance, but the charges didn't go ahead. But some charges have taken place. So we'll press on. We'll get these combats resolved. So a fight with that Carnifex over there. An extra attack for having the 2 sets of talons here. Rerolling 1s. and 3s to hit. So that's a miss. 2s to kill. 2. AP minus 3 and 3 damage on that command squad.
3 killed, yeah?
Yeah.
One.
So it's not wiping them out. The banner will remain alive. Mitch will attack back with a banner, just a bit out of sync, but it will resolve this here. No wounds, okay. This kind of affects into the cavalry. 4+ for a mortal wound, first of all, yes, that was with crushing charge. And then 4 attacks, then 4s with crushing claws. Yep, and then 2s to pulverise these horses. No, 1 escapes. So 1 of them removed from play.
I want to go on there, but I'm going to keep wobbling, so I'll just put him there for a second.
Yeah, Mitch is going to attack with the commander here, who's made it in, and the other squad as well, which I tapped into, they'll get to fight also. There's 5 wounds left on that Carnifex as it fights away. This is 30 attacks from the squad. It's the fresh squad with a banner nearby and the priest. They're souped up here. Loads of attacks. 6 to wound, 1. This is just half of them so far. Yeah, wound passed. Save passed. Passed, yeah. No wound taken. And then we're looking for 6s for wounds here. Nothing, okay. And then the commander gets to fight also.
All hit.
And again it's 6s.
He's strength 5.
With his sword. Right, okay. So 5s to wound. 1. AP minus
4.
All right, wound taken. So down to 4 wounds left. Oh, D3. Ow, no, down to 2 wounds left. Good result. Just the sergeant we missed. Who hits and doesn't wound. Okay, so that's that result. But that kind of affects down to 2 wounds now, so shouldn't be too much to remove him. And then Mitch just running for the cavalry sergeant, gets 2 hits, no wounds. Okay, so the only combat left in the horsey attacking, got the horse, and then across here now the raveners will fight. 3s to hit here. With our attacks, not so good, just the 5. 3s to wound. Yeah, 4 wounds. AP minus 1. Sorry, we're strength 4. So 3 saves. Needing 5s. Yeah, just 1 wound, which is a... Oh, feel no pain here. No, alright, so it is a model slain.
Oh, no.
It's Mitch attacking back here with the sergeant.
Nothing. The horse.
Okay.
2
hits with the horse.
Nothing.
No wounds, okay. I think that's combat's resolved across the board. Morale, no issues here at all. So we'll see if we've traded in some cards. Assassinate, destroy character, no. Dominate, that is 3 psychic powers, yes. And secure objective 2, yes. Those 2 can be traded in. Tyranids thin on the ground here, but still the objectives are being achieved. Defend objective 5, by the way, from last turn was picked up as well. So we'll trade those 2 in. We'll go on to turn 4. Now for the Astra Militarum. So the game's running tight here. Tyranids are ahead on points, but Mitch has the advantage in numbers and firepower. If you can bring that to bear, start blasting the Tyranids to beat. Here we go. Right, starting to grab objectives now. Okay, so movement done here. Tanks holding position to fire at maximum effect. Infantry squad spreading out. Cavalry moving on to objective number 5. Infantry squad moving down. A good advance roll made by them to capture objective number 2. Artillery holding position as well to get their best ballistic skill. This squad pulling out of combat and spreading out, breaking away from combat. And the idea is to clear this zone, delete these 2, start picking on characters and capture objectives. Maintaining combat here with this cavalryman. That's movement done. No psychic phase. Shooting phase next. Okay, shooting phase has taken place. It's been resolved here. Add multiple units firing it at this Carnifex. That has gone. And finally, the last unit to fire is these engineers firing through here. Managed to bring down the Carnifex here with its last wound remaining. So that is those threats removed from play. Just pick up the wound marker from the Carnifex. That's gone. No damage on a one-eye coming through though. So he survived. Some shots were attempted at this Carnifex, but it's taken no damage as well. Still some Tyranid resistance on the board. It's not over yet. We'll go on to charges, if any. No fresh charges. It's just combat here at the Lone Horseman fighting against the Raveners. Okay, so combat's resolved around here. The cavalryman was wiped out, and then the Raveners are pushed through in this direction. They did take a wound. Mitch just calculating his points being picked up this turn.
Secure objective 5. I secured that. D3 victory points if you...
Oh no, he's caught up now.
Got that.
This is good.
Okay, so I scored 3 that turn.
No, this is, yeah, that might be D3, that one, is it? Supremacy.
D3, yeah.
Yeah, so D3 on that one.
D3 and D3.
This will put you ahead. We're on a load of 1s across here. It's D3 on the first one. There's 3.
That one.
This will put you in the lead. And another 2. 5 points. 6 points in total picked up this turn. The Astra Militarum have now caught up with the Tyranids. And this is the slippery slide to defeat, I think, for this Hive fleet. We'll go on to their turn 4 next, but the game's slipping away from the Tyranids. They've run out of steam, run out of energy, and run out of resources here in this fight. Alright, so turn 4 for the Tyranids. These are the cards that have been drawn. Awkward one, this one. Priority orders received, but it's Swarm. We've got to control more objective markers than the opponent. It has to be the Warlord that does that one, so that one's very difficult. Assassinate, though, is in place still, trying to take out characters. Secure Objective 3, which we've done, and Big Game Hunter, destroy something big, so destroy one of the vehicles. Secure Objective 3, yes, the Rippers have advanced out, and we'll capture that to pick up a point. Then around here, the Raveners have moved off 12 inches, getting ready to shoot and assault, probably against the infantry. The Carnifexes had to go around Objective 2. An advanced move made here by the Neurophrope. Then Tyranid is really operating on the flanks now. The middle's been lost, but fighting around the flanks. Old One Eye's moved around with a wound restored, back up to 7. And the 2 Ripper squads have gone around 6, ready to try and disrupt the Manticores. That is movement complete. This Neurophrope as well, backing off slightly, ready to let loose with Smite. We'll go now on to Psychic Phase for the Tyranids here. On turn 4, they're not entirely out of the game yet. They have a decent amount of points picked up, pretty much evens here with the Guards. It's a race to pick up as many points as possible in the turns that remain. Okay, Psychic Phase is complete. A mortal wound here from Smite, and then Psychic Scream didn't go off, and a mortal wound here from Smite, and Catalyst failed to go off here on this Carnifex. That's Psychic Phase done. Shooting Phase next. I think it's just, no, it'll be the Raveners, and also this Carnifex is able to shoot. Okay, yeah, casualties here. 3 casualties on this squad, and we fired actually through the windows across the cavalry unit just there, the lone ranger, but we failed to hit him with the Carnifex. That is shooting done. Charges and Overwatch next. All right, so charges taking place here. Pretty good from the Tyranids. Down to 6 wounds on this one, but it's going to make contact with the infantry, and it'll tuck in when it piles in into the tank, which did declare a charge against as well. The Raveners have gone through the windows here and gone into the leader and the command squad. And then over on this flank, Old One Eye has charged in, but that's after the Rippers made contact. They're taking 1 wound from heavy bolter firepower. Which one let loose of the rockets? One of them.
The one in contact with Old One Eye.
That one, but that one's kept its rockets there. Okay, so we'll go on to combat resolution here, but Tyranids got a chance to crack open some vehicles here. All right, so combat's resolved across here. Rippers pin this one down. Old One Eye smashed through the first Manticore, and then has pinned this one in, so it's locked down. Then across here, Carnifex didn't do any damage here, only fighting at strength 6 against the Russ. And then the Raveners put 3 wounds, took 1 wound in return, but put 3 wounds onto the commander just here. Still has 1 or 2 wounds left, who's still alive. End of turn, no morale for the Tyranids to do. Mitch maybe has morale around here with this squad that's been halved in strength, and that'll do for morale. And then cards being traded in. Secure 3, we did that with the Rippers. And then Big Game Hunter, we destroyed the Manticore. So 2 points picked up. End of turn. We've gone to turn 5 now for the Astra Militarum, potentially the last turn of the game. All right, so movement complete here for the Astra Militarum. So the tank's pulled out of close combat just here. This tank's moved around to there. Locked in close combat with the commander. The command team, is that command team in combat or is it pulled out?
No, pulled out.
It's pulled out of combat, yeah. But the commissar's moving through to potentially charge in, holding this objective in the centre of the board. This squad here, moving up, that's the Grenadiers. And then locked in combat here with this tank. Infantry squad moving through, the Priest and the Banner also. Then the Russers push through in this direction. This Manticore's available to shoot this turn, isn't it? Yeah. So he's available to fire. So too is this Russ and that Russ. That one pulled out. Okay, yeah, so movement done. Cards drawn. Kingslayers destroy the Warlord. Defend objective number 4, which is that one over there, still in play, behind enemy lines. Chain of command, that's issuing orders. Secure 4, and defend objective 5, which is this one here, now worth 2 points. So we'll go on to shooting phase next. Yeah, bit of movement here. Cavalryman, I'll just swing him around. That's the way he's headed. Straight towards objective number 4. Okay, movement complete. Shooting phase coming up now. All right, shooting phase resolved. The major result here is this Carnifex being brought down. That's Manticore fired the last salvo coming from this one. Liam Russ firepower coming through as well. But that Carnifex is no more. Neurothrope across here was destroyed actually as well. That was the shotgun firepower coming from this squad. Did lose 2 of their number as they overheated. And that is it. But still, Tyranid's being brought down. There's hardly anything for them left on the board. Ripper's destroyed here. Base removed from plate and a wound caused. That was firepower coming from the extremely damaged Liam Russ just over there, and some infantry firepower coming through from that squad. Shooting phase done. Get our combats resolved next. Okay, charges taking place. Infantry charging in amongst them is that commander with that incredible sword, who's already brought down the Broodlord, and another Carnifex. So see if you can bring old One Eye down. Charges across here as well. Just the Commissar are going to try and help Mitch's commander out also. Right, this is all of the infantry attacks first of all. I'll try and whittle down some wounds on old One Eye. And then it'll be 6s for wounds here. Toughness 7. Just by weight of numbers, weight of attacks, can try and bring some wounds down. 6s required. None. Oh, no, 1.
Oh, 1.
1.
Yeah.
3+. Ah, wound taken. Down to 6 left. Is it enough here for this?
The banner dude.
Okay, banner's going to attack.
2 hits.
2 hits. There's a 6 and dice off the board.
Yeah, the one that went off. No.
3+. No, another wound taken. Oh, come on, One Eye, don't do this. He's down to 5 left. Priest gets some hits.
No.
Doesn't wound. All right, so now it's down to the commander. What's the name of the relic? The sword?
Sword of Conquest.
The Sword of
Let's
Conquest.
strike with this first. Strike with that first.
You strike with the Manticore first of all.
6s.
Nope. Sword of Conquest.
Here it comes. 3s. Strength 5. 5s to wound. 1.
1. You can't kill him. Next turn he might.
AP minus.
4.
Ah, he's gone straight through. And the damage?
D3.
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 Next D3. 3.
3. 3 wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, down to 2 left. Old One Eye clings on here.
Oh,
Badly wounded, but still alive. And so Old One Eye can fight. I might turn around and try and strike this commander here with Old One Eye. Yeah, we'll fight back with Old One Eye. I'm going to turn around and hit that guy with the relic. So, 3s to hit, 2s to hit, -1. Yeah, those have missed. Those 2 have hit. That generates an extra attack, which hits. 2s to wound. They've all wounded. So AP -3.
5 up.
Refractor field.
Refractor, come on.
No,
1.
6 wounds.
He's dead.
He's gone. Okay, character removed from play. Now Old One Eye can turn back around and continue bashing in against the tank. Next turn, but not this turn. Okay, Commissar's a bit out of sync over there, but the Commissar can fight now. Trying to put wounds on the Raveners. He gets his attacks. No wounds. So Mitch has just rolled his wounds, no wounds coming through. And then the horse attacks coming through. 2 attacks needing 3s, yes. And a wound is caused, 5+ to block. No, the horse has trampled over one of the Raveners. Mitch will pick the commander here to fight next. Oh no. Does get a wound.
-3 AP.
-3, okay, so no save allowed. So wound taken, 2 Raveners left. So I'll do the Raveners fighting here, needing 3s. And 3s again, trying to pick up the last couple of wounds. 2 wounds, 2 saves to make here of AP -1.
2, yeah?
Yeah. Save 1. How many wounds does this character have is the question. He's got
4.
taken 4 in total, so he's dead.
Score the point on the card.
Yes, okay. Orders have been given in the shooting phase. Duty unto death, it's called. The
Any infantry or cavalry model in the unit that is killed in the fight phase immediately makes a single attack.
1 single attack left against Old One Eye. He gets the hit. He gets the wound. It's AP -4. And the damage is a 1. Oh, One Eye still alive. Oh dear. There's nothing you can do. There's no command points left. Unbelievable. Old One Eye has 1 wound remaining. Yeah, so points picked up here. Mitch is packing up. He's getting ready to go. The game's almost finished. 2 points picked up for defend objective 5 in the centre of the board. And the orders being issued there, Mitch issued enough to pick up a victory point. So end of turn here. We'll go on to turn 5 for the Tyranids. They're still desperately fighting on. They're not quite eradicated yet. And with a glimmer of a possibility of victory as well. We'll go on to turn number 5 now for the Tyranids, possibly the last turn of the game. Alright, so we're on turn 5 here for the Tyranids. A point was picked up extra here for Assassinate. We killed 2 characters during Mitch's turn. Cards drawn then. This Swarm one, which is almost impossible to get, has to be the Warlord that controls objectives more than the opponents. It's only going to work if Mitch has 0 objectives and we have 1. Defend 6, which is this objective over here, so there's no hope of getting that one. Secure objective number 1, which is this objective over here, miles away from the fighting. And then Supremacy, controlling 3 objectives, which is going to prove difficult for us because we don't have much left on the board. What is significant here in the scenario is the penalty for losing characters. Mitch lost his Warlord and rolled a D3, rolled a 2, and then lost a character down here. 3 of Mitch's cards that were in play have had to be removed there for the decapitating strike mission. So cutting down the options to some degree for points that can come in. So continuing on in close combat here with these units. Continuing on in close combat here with the Raveners. Shifted across in this direction, making an advance move with the Neurophrope. And the Rippers happy to sit on this objective just here. Yeah, Ripper's gone, sorry. Leadership 4 are all bad morale for them, just rolled up and they have disappeared. So that means we can't hold that objective. That's really messed things up, actually, for the for the Tyranids. Okay, we'll press on. Shooting phase, none, straight into close combat. Yeah, just pointed out here, Neurophrope destroyed, so I had to lose the last card I had in play from last turn, which is that one just there. Those are the 3 fresh cards just there. Okay, so we're all up to date here with the scenario. And so we'll resolve Old One-Eye fighting away and the Raveners. Right, so on combats here. Mitch is trying to strike back against Old One-Eye. I'll just cover his damage just a moment, looking for 6s. There's 1. We've got 2 wounds at the moment because we regenerated at the start of our turn. We passed that one. The Banner fighting now. No wounds from him. The Tank fighting. D3 attacks of him because he's taken damage. 6s. 1.
4 up.
No wound comes through. Okay, so damage caused across there. Old One-Eye destroyed the priest, so he's gone, and then put 6 damage onto the Manticore as well, and he's taken no damage in return. Rippers didn't take any damage, didn't cause any damage, and then across here, the Raveners have put 1 wound on the Commissar. Did you do your attacks into them? Not yet. Okay, so Commissar's about to do his attacks. And
1 wound.
1 wound.
AP -3.
Right, okay, so it cuts straight through, yeah. So another wound. And the horse gets a hit. Gets a wound, always does. It's the bucking bronco here. But we pass the save with the Ravener. Okay, and then miles out of sync, there was a psychic phase. Smite caused 2 casualties here. And then Catalyst was actually cast onto the Raveners, which means on the 5+ we'll ignore that damage. Which we don't, okay. That's the turn finished. Cards to trade in. No morale for the Tyranids to do. Nothing. No cards picked up here. Alright, so turn finished. We'll roll to see if the game continues. So Mitch has rolled a 3. That does mean we get turn 6. So turn 5 finished. We'll go on to turn 6 now for the Astra Militarum. Just need to keep going, keep blasting the Tyranids to try and see this game through to victory. But it's very, very tight score line here at this stage. Alright, so movement's taking place, pulling out of combat here, moving this squad across. The cavalryman's now claimed objective number 5, or number 4 across here. Melee continues across the other side. They're trying to pick up the last couple of wounds on a One-Eye. And infantry squad have claimed this objective across here as well. Liam Russ has backed off also to put some shots into the Neurophrope, who's the Warlord as well. So point available if he's destroyed also. So Mitch going to go into shooting phase now. Okay, surely the game is over now. Neurophrope's destroyed. Firepower coming in from Russ's here, destroying him, and the Raveners picked off and destroyed Also, it did cost 2 of the guardsmen their lives here as they fired their Gets Hot shotguns. Okay, so shooting complete. Just old One Eye and some Rippers battling away in that corner. That's all the Tyranids have left. So 21 attacks with the Grenadiers, fighting against old One Eye, trying to pick off the last couple of wounds. If you don't destroy me, regenerate another wound here, and it become more and more difficult to slay. 2 wounds. You can't roll 1s and 2s here. Here comes the first one. Passed. Failed. Do not roll a 1 or a 2. It's a cocked dice in the snow. Yeah. Oh, it's gone! Ah, One Eye, well, One Eye's gone. Oh no. Oh no. I was looking forward to dying. There's no death throws with him. So that is the end of old One Eye. He has died by rolling 2 snake eyes. All right, that marks the end of the game. Haven't been tabled yet, but it's all over here. Mitch can trade in cards. He's already ahead by a couple of points, but now it's victory here on turn 6. The Tyranids can do no more. It's official. They have been smashed here by the Astra Militarum. Heavy casualties on both sides, but the Imperium now controls the sector. Victory by a small margin has been achieved. Right, so Mitch just calculating his points. 13 to beat in total, 11 here. Slay the Warlord will be picked up, and Linebreaker, thanks to the Rippers, just over there. So 13 points in total. 14 points with cards.
16, 17.
17 for...
Linebreaker, first strike, and kill the Warlord.
Yeah, so final score, 16 points in total. 14 points for objectives. 1 point for Slay the Warlord, and then also a point for First Strike picked up in this game. So 16 points to 13, the final score. A close scoreline in the end, but it is the Imperium that has picked up victory at the last gasp here against the Tyranid force. Tyranids gave a pretty good account of themselves, caused heavy damage, but in the end ran out of resources here, and the Imperium has triumphed in this sector. Great game. Thanks to Mitch for coming along and bringing his Death Corps along. Nice list. Great to see cavalry being used, and proving to be quite helpful in this game. But that is the fight. It's all over. The Tyranids will breed a new army, and the Astra Militarum will assemble a new force for future warfare. But that's the game. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time. Alright, so units of the game. Tyranids, I'm going to give it to old One Eye. A nasty character, smashed his way through multiple units on this flank, so it gave a pretty good account of himself during the game. Mitch is going to give it to this. This is an engineer squad here, with the shotguns, the damage 2 shotguns. They were pretty useful throughout the game as well. But that is units of the game for both sides.